Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today we have a real treasure. It's a book and it's the story of Peppa Pig. Shall we have a read along? And the first page, there's a picture of the family. Daddy Pig, Mummy Pig, Peppa Pig, and her little brother George. The story of Peppa Pig. And there's Peppa, in a mud puddle, of course. And here is my family tree. And as you can see, there's Grandpa Pig, Grandma Pig, Mommy Pig, and Daddy Pig. And then Peppa and her brother are at the bottom. Once upon a time, there was a lovable, slightly bossy little piggy named Peppa. Grunt, grunt. More than anything in the whole wide world, Peppa loved jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Squelch, squelch. Mummy Pig was Peppa's mummy. She was very wise about most things. Mummy Pig would say, "Peppa, when you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots." Squelch, squelch. Daddy Pig was Peppa's daddy. He loved eating cookies, and he had a big round tummy. When Daddy Pig jumped in muddy puddles, he made a very big muddy splash. Ho, ho, ho! Splash! When Peppa's little brother George was born, Peppa helped look after him. As soon as George was old enough, Peppa taught him how to jump in muddy puddles. "George," Peppa said, just like Mummy Pig, "if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots." Squelch, squelch. George liked muddy puddles, but he liked his toy, Mr. Dinosaur, more. Even though George couldn't speak yet, he could say one word very well. Dinosaur! Grrr! Sometimes Peppa got a little bit annoyed with George. "George," she would sigh, "why do you always say dinosaur for everything? It's so boring." One day, Peppa, George, Mummy, and Daddy Pig got into their little car and drove into their new house on top of a little green hill. Peppa was excited about the new house, but she was very excited about the very wet and extremely muddy puddles in the yard. Beep, beep. "Can we go and jump in the muddy puddles?" asked Peppa. "It's nearly time for bed, Peppa," replied Mummy. "You'll have to wait until tomorrow." Peppa and George woke up very early the next morning and went to find Mummy and Daddy Pig. "Can we please go outside and jump in the muddy puddles?" asked Peppa excitedly. Snort, snort. Yawn. "We're going to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house today, Peppa," replied Mummy Pig sleepily. "You can jump in muddy puddles there." After breakfast, it was time to leave, so Peppa and her family jumped into their little car. "Ready?" asked Daddy Pig cheerily. "Yes, Daddy Pig," everyone answered back. "Then let's go," shouted Daddy Pig. Honk, honk, beep, beep. "Yippee!" cried Peppa. She couldn't wait to get to Granny and Grandpa's Pig's house and jump in muddy puddles. The family soon arrived at Granny and Grandpa's house. Peppa and George were very excited. They loved going to visit Granny and Grandpa Pig. "Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig, a gangy leg, Bobby Pig. Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig, cried Peppa. Gangy Ig, Baba Ig, shouted George. Hello, my little ones, answered Granny Pig. Come inside. Granny, said Peppa. Can I jump in muddy puddles, please? I think Grandpa Pig has something to show you first, Peppa, said Granny Pig. Peppa was a little disappointed. She really wanted to jump in muddy puddles. Grandpa Pig took Peppa and George to his vegetable garden. This is where I grow my vegetables, said Grandpa Pig. First, I plant some seeds. Can we eat your yummy vegetables, Grandpa? Asked Peppa, forgetting all about muddy puddles. We have to wait for them to grow a bit bigger, replied Grandpa. Oh, gasped Peppa excitedly. Veggies, says George. Suddenly there was a loud bang. Oh dear, gasped Grandpa Pig. That was thunder. That means it's going to rain and we should hurry inside before we get wet. Peppa, George, and Grandpa Pig ran inside as fast as they could to get out of the rain. Peppa and George watched the rain splash, splash, splosh down the window. George started to cry. Wah! Dinosaur! Don't cry, George, said Peppa. It's only rain. But George wasn't crying because it was raining. George was crying because he had lost Mr. Dinosaur. Peppa searched upstairs, downstairs, and even in the toilet. But she couldn't find Mr. Dinosaur anywhere. Just then, she had an idea. Peppa ran outside and found a very wet Mr. Dinosaur in Grandpa's very muddy vegetable garden. She ran inside and gave Mr. Dinosaur to George, and George was very happy. Dinosaur, grrr! The rain has stopped, cried Peppa. What can we do now? I have a very good idea, Peppa, said Daddy Pig, pointing outside. Hooray! Cheered Peppa, seeing the muddiest puddles ever. Peppa had been so busy looking at Grandpa's vegetables and searching for Mr. Dinosaur, she had forgotten all about jumping in puddles. Peppa loved jumping up and down in muddy puddles more than anything in the whole wide world. All of Peppa's family loved jumping up and down in muddy puddles more than anything in the whole wide world. Grunt, grunt. Hee hee hee, ha ha. Hee 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 hee, ha ha. Grunt. And they all played in the muddy puddles. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. In our last video, we had just arrived at a hotel in Germany. We are heading to the Schwimmbad, which is German for swimming pool. We go down the stairs and through the door. We follow the signs that say Schwimmbad. There's another one. This way. On the way to the swimming pool, we notice the game room where you can play ping pong or Tiny Treasure Minnie's favorite game, which is called foosball. It's like tabletop soccer. There's a black team and an orange team. You push and spin your handles to make your players move. Oh, goal! Because we spent too much time in the game room, we're just going to have a look at the pool and then head to bed. but we will definitely come back in the morning. This looks like a nice big pool, and it has a little waterfall coming out of the rocks. It's morning, and we brought Peppa, George, and Mummy Pig to the pool today. There is even a mini lighthouse that is the perfect size for our toys. The swimming pool flows over the edge of the front. Mummy Pig goes in first. She has to be in the pool to catch George. And it doesn't take long before the toys float back to me. They're being pushed by the water. Let's dry off with a towel. There's another little room behind the pool that we want to have a look at. It's a cooler, shallow foot bath that you walk through. It helps the blood flow through your feet and your legs. Let's give it a try, Tiny Treasures Mini. In the middle, there's a running faucet. Perfect for a shower for Mummy Pig. And of course, there's a beautiful hot tub. And remember, Tiny fans, don't put your head underwater in the hot tub. See the drains at the bottom? They suck the water in and things can get caught in the drain, like hair or bathing suits. Hot tubs are just for sitting in. And now we finally get a close-up look at the little lighthouse. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today Rebecca Rabbit is driving her red dinosaur toy car. And right behind her is Peppa Pig in her purple dinosaur car. Vroom! Ooh! Peppa, keep your eyes on the road at all times. And there's one more Peppa friend. Who is it? It's Zoe Zebra, driving her blue choo-choo train car. Choo-choo! As you can see, there are spots of water on the road. It's starting to rain and the roads are getting slippery. Somehow the toys need to get to the second level so they're under cover. Rebecca Rabbit tries to go onto the car elevator. Vroom, vroom. Up we go. Oh! No, it doesn't work. Rebecca Rabbit's car fell off. Peppa Pig has an idea. How about this ramp? Uh-oh, Peppa, the ramp is broken. It looks like there's a missing screw underneath. See that hole? Maybe we can fix it. I know. I need a screwdriver and an itty-bitty screw. I'll look in my little drawer and there's a screwdriver. Can you see a screw that'll be small enough to fit into that hole? It can't be too long or it will go through the wood. This one looks perfect. All fixed. Now our toys can go to the second level. It's starting to rain harder. Let's go, Peppa. Peppa goes from the first level to the second level. And now she will stay dry. Next, Rebecca Rabbit goes up the ramp. Tuck your ears down. And who's left? Zoe Zebra and her train. Choo-choo! And now it's time for us to go inside, Tiny fans, because water can ruin wood. And this toy car ramp is wooden. So I need to go inside, get a cloth, and wipe it down. We need to take care of our toys so they can last a long time. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today we have a brand new toy to open. It's called Dress and Talk Peppa Pig. Let's press her tummy for phrases and giggles. It includes 12 different pieces. She can dress up to be a ballet dancer, in her red dress, sleeping time, or her rain gear. Right out of the package, Peppa is dressed as a ballerina. She's wearing a beautiful white pearl tutu. It's soft and rubbery. She has matching shoes that are removable. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're attached together. And the crown has pink, purple, and turquoise polka dots with a shimmery pearl color. 2 places for her ears, so the crown stays on. Here's a closer look at her rain gear, which is bright yellow in color. Her pajamas with a pink heart on the front, and it comes with a little teddy. And Teddy can hook on to Peppa's arm. And then her red dress with black shoes and red heart sunglasses. And these stickers will allow us to decorate her dress. Let's see how easy or hard it is to put Peppa in her yellow rain gear. Oh, don't jump in muddy puddles yet, Peppa. You need your rain gear first. Okay, so there are little slits that we can put her hands into. There we go, that was fairly easy. And now the other side. And then we need to pull the sleeves up around her arm. Great, next is her yellow rain boots. Now these look a little trickier to put on. I think I'll just feed her feet through the bottom. There we go. Oops. This is good for fine motor skills. There, and finally, her rain hat that has 2 places for her ears. Okay, Peppa, now you can jump in muddy puddles. Oh, look who stopped by to say hi. Kitty. Peppa's feeling a little sleepy. Let's put on her pink nightgown. And now you need Teddy to snuggle. Oops. There we go. Nap time. Finally, Peppa is going to put on her red dress, and we'll put a sticker on the front. Do you know which one? The rainbow, because I absolutely love rainbows. Now, whenever you're putting stickers on toys, it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can always try again if you don't get it right the first time. See, I'm even having a hard time. Peppa puts on her black shoes. And don't forget to protect your eyes from the sun's UV rays with the sunglasses. Oops. There we go. Looking very nice, Peppa. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.